Alrighty, now that we have masters with Geef, we're on the master guide. This is a little bit of a short one. First thing with Geef is, the most important thing with Geef is the neutral. You essentially never want to be walking back with Geef because you're making it harder for yourself to get in with Geef to get the mix up, grab, or strike. Now, that being said, things to help neutral with Geef, of course, is jump. Jump ins has really good buttons: auto medium, medium, down heavy, auto heavy. Really good jump in buttons. So that's one way to get in neutral. Another way is taking the risk with DI, which I used a lot, especially with opponents that would do like that random donkey kick, like, and then just instant DI. You could get really good damage usage of your DIs depending on what your opponent is doing. If your opponent's not doing big moves like that in neutral, it's gonna be a little bit harder. They might react to the DI. Now the last thing is Dry Fresh into Siberian Express, or just Dry Fresh in general. Really good. You do need your instant Dry Fresh, because once you instant Dry Fresh, boom, they're not gonna be ready for it. Another thing is just walk up and Siberian Express. Now we're gonna go to the combos, which is really easy. It's Geef. You just gotta get used to the buttons you gotta press, because it's a little bit different than the other people. Auto heavy, down forward medium, into down SP. Or if you want more damage, then you do down medium plus heavy for more damage. As you can see, that's 25, and then that's 23. So for a little bit more damage, you could do medium and heavy, down medium and heavy to get extra damage. Now we're gonna go to the Dry Fresh combos. Same thing essentially, 3k. Alright, now we're gonna go into level 2 and level 3 combos, and in order to get level 2 and level 3, you need OD Lariat. You don't need it for level 2. For level 2, you can just go straight into the level 2. But for level 3, you do need the Lariat, unless you input the level 3 raw, which is also really good. So this is the level 3 and the level 2, same thing with the Lariat, just OD Lariat and then put level 2 and level 3. Now we're gonna go to how do you get the hit. You know the combos, but you can't get the hit. How do you mix them up? Now we're gonna go to the mix up things, which how I use the mix up. The biggest, Geef's best button to challenge with is this right here. Auto light is the best button. You don't want to be pressing down light because this is 6 frames. You want to be using your 4-frame move with Geef, which is your auto light button. And this is real good because you get this. Boom. Perfect. Now if you don't want the OD Lariat, you could just do it 2 times. And also there will be times where you're like mashing and you're gonna miss space. So be careful mashing it mid-screen. You want to make sure you're close in order to hit that OD Lariat. But the mix-up is you Dry Fresh right after the second hit. On hit or block, just Dry Fresh into mix. You're going to go into headbutt or you're going to go into grab. So that's your mix-up scenario. Now let's just say your opponent mashes here on your mix-up. You can't get your mix-up because he's mashing, right? You can't get it. So what you want to do is Dry Fresh and do down light, so you're plus 10 frames after. So now they mash, you get a counter hit, but it's still your turn. And you could also go for grab. You just have to delay your grab a little bit because you are plus 10 frames. But it is a mix-up. Mix up, you just gotta practice the delay, because if you do it instantly, you're gonna get hit, you're gonna get punished, countered, it's not gonna work. So it does take a little bit of a delay for the grab. For the headbutt, do it as fast as you can, and then you get combos mixed. And then that's also gonna open them trying to jump, so you also get the jump mix up as well. Another thing with the auto lights is that it's spacing force perfect spacing for Siberian Express EX. Now we're gonna go to corner combos, especially once you DI someone in the corner. Super simple. Boom, boom. That's it. And remember, if you want to get more damage, put the input, you get a little bit more damage. Now if you want big damage, you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna EX the lariat and then jump grab, jump SP. I don't know. Look at that damage for a 1DI. Now this take a lot of drive, but this is mad damage. Now we're gonna go to DP counters, and it's just super simple. I say it's super simple. It's a lot of damage. And then if you want more damage, again, it just takes some more drive gauge. But this is damage right here. 40% for you baiting a DP. You just gotta drive rush. Copy that combo. Boom. And then of course, Geef's Antiair is the biggest thing. If you want better Oki, you do OD lariat. And if you just want an Antiair, you just do regular, no OD. And then another big thing with Geef is once your opponent finishes the block string and they're in range, right, just grab them. Just grab them. And honestly, that's about it. That's all I used for Geef. There was not a lot. There was not a lot for this character.